I don't know what's going on in the social media world, but it seems like I can't get no support, no love. I don't know, man. I go on my apps in the morning and I look at the stories, what people talking about. It's like everybody talking about the gossip and things related to gossip, related topics, but when it comes to, social justice issues, it's like, we can't really get no support. I mean, every time some tragic happens, like with the killing of Tyree Nichols, George Floyd, and so forth, everybody talks about how Black Lives Matter, but here it is, when you have a commoner, a person such as myself, like, I can't get no support. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I got a documentary out, and it was, extremely difficult just to get to the point where, I was able to have a film made about my situation. And here it is. We got correction officers, parole board members caught lying on, prisoners, myself and others. And here it is. I can't get no support. Like I don't understand. It's extremely frustrating. Honestly, I was kind of optimistic yesterday when we made this video reaching out to Cameron. I just thought for whatever reason with his platform that people would respond. So I just want to try to reach out to the hip hop community again, the drink chats, Joe Budden's podcast, I don't know the name of it, the Breakfast Club, whoever, man, like, I need some support, Invisible Chess, Jason Goudlock story, man. I'm just asking you, check it out, watch it, share it, simple. I'm not asking nobody for any donations or any money, although I could use them. But, I'm just asking for people to watch the film and share it. I mean, I think it has some interesting, compelling footage in here. Brittany Griner, the LeBron story, I got years beyond that comment that I made about LeBron. I got flopped, 2 times after that. I got 10 years at the parole board. I've been locked up since 1993. That's a grave injustice. And, it's kind of disappointing that people would be this quiet, and not had nothing to say, like, especially, even, Brittany Brown, I'm kind of upset. Like, I'm not mad at you because you don't know me personally. But, you did comment, on TMZ, and, with your situation of being in prison over in Russia, I feel, you should be a little understanding of someone such as myself. Now, I've been in prison for 30 years. 30 years. I mean, it's my first time being in prison. I got bound over. I did not do all of the crimes that I'm locked up for. I'm only locked up for aggravated robbery. But, again, I'm just asking for some support for this film. We're talking about a simple post. I'm asking for a simple post, a few letters, posting a few sentences on your social media. Not only would you, could you change my life and give me some justice, but you could also get justice for thousands of other prisoners in the Ohio prison system who have to go in front of the same parole board that I'm going in front of. If Tyree Nichols was alive and he was living in Ohio and this thing, he wouldn't have got killed. That man would have been faced with the obstacle of having to prove that he didn't do what those officers say he did. Which is the situation I'm in. My word versus theirs. But here it is. I have evidence, to validate my point, to validate everything that I'm saying. And like I say, hey, I just need somebody to speak up, somebody, an influential person, the game, Colin Kaepernick, somebody that's really for the people. Back in the day, when Malcolm X was incarcerated, the thing that I think that drew him into Islam was the fact that he reached out to Elijah Muhammad, and Elijah Muhammad wrote Malcolm X back. He actually engaged and showed concern for this man's situation, and that led Malcolm X, to Islam. It changed his life. This same type of approach, this needs to happen with the prison industrial complex, the crisis that's going on in America. I mean, we're living in the age of social media, man. I mean, there's really no excuse for people to be, as they say, radio silent, right? It doesn't make no sense to me. Like, I don't, want to come across to as if I'm begging, even though I guess I kind of am, but, I just feel that, people need to speak up. How things don't ever change, if people don't engage and do their part. We sit around and cry and complain all day. When the time comes for a person to do what they're supposed to do, if you sit on the sideline and do nothing, then how can you fault anybody? How can you be mad at anybody? I mean, we can do all the marching and singing, we can do all this, right? But how is that going to change something if we won't even do the simple things? Like I said, I got this documentary made. I'm thankful. It's a blessing that I was able to have the film made. But, I never thought in a million years that I would not be able to get some support on promoting the film. We're talking about a film. It went to the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. They showed this on the big screen, Shaker Square, Cleveland, Ohio. There's no reason why this film should be stalled out like this. Why there should, there's no support from nobody. I mean, we're talking about millions of people that listen to the radio, internet radio, people that, on Twitter, Black Twitter, whatever. Like, come on, man. I've been in here 30 years. I still got dreams, things that I want to do in life, and I feel that I can really do. It's lots of things that I want to do, goals, things that I want to pursue. But, I'm not being allowed to even have this chance and this opportunity because I can't even get some simple, vanilla, basic support. Like I said, I'm not asking for much. I recall a few years ago when the documentary was first released, and I'm not going to name the specific organization, but I remember I reached out to an organization, a Black organization, and I told them about the release of the documentary. And I'm, thinking that, they're going to be on board, they're going to post the film on their website.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Well, to my surprise, they told me they wanted $400. It just shocked me. It blew my mind. Well, to this day, though, I still yet to receive the support, that I need. Although I did receive a little bit of support, I guess, from, I could say, Styles P, although it was through, a cameo, but it was something. But like I said, I just want somebody influential, like I said, somebody like the game, man. I want to get out one day and do my Black Wall Street thing. I want to, pursue my Marcus Garvey dreams, but I can't do it by myself, man.